There we go. Good evening, Mr. Shipley, members of the Board of Education, cabinet members. 2 years ago, the Board of Education was very concerned about some children not meeting that the standards. Wait, not yet. In 2004-2005, the board was very concerned because we had lots of children who were expelled, often for offenses that we thought could have been prevented. Many of the expelled students were unsuccessful in alternative placements. They rarely finished their education. It's almost as if being expelled was a death sentence, because they just never got back to school. Then in the fall, we had a student from the 9th grade center who was truant, and he got into a fight. He was murdered on the bike path outside of Abbott during school time. That brought the city and the school board and the district together because we really had a crisis and we had to do something about it. We had a lot of kids who were suspended, who are home with their parents are working, they're all alone. And so it was a safety issue, and also we were losing a lot of revenue because we get money for every day a child was in school. We had a lot of kids that were registering late, and those kids really caught up. They basically would come to school, and because they were already failing, they were disruptive, got in a lot of trouble, or they just wanted the halls. We had a lot of chronic truants and students with high cut rates. And then we had a group of middle school students who had failed 2 or 3 times. So we had 15-year-olds with 11-year-olds, and that caused a lot of self-esteem issues for the children. We saw a lot of bullying behavior and poor academic success. I'm going to add a little entertainment to it. Let me make up just a little. You know I need someone. The board asked to start a task force that would be comprised of administrators, principals, teachers, deans, parents, board, and community members, because they wanted us to help figure out something that we could do to serve these children better. We studied different alternatives for 6 months, and we made a series of recommendations, which we presented to the board, and the board adopted them in 2005 spring, and the budget was approved in the summer, and we implemented in the fall. And what we were really doing was, change the world. So we wanted to change the world here for a lot of kids. So we created a menu of alternatives for children who were expelled or disrupted, kids who were really having difficulty in the general ed setting, 9th graders that didn't have enough credits to go on to Waukegan High School. We had a lot of truant kids, chronically truant students, the kids that were coming late, both ELL and regular, those overage middle schools, and trying to figure out what to do to have better supervision of suspended students. So this was a board initiative. And we have members of the committee here. Dr. Shipley is here, Leslie Garcia is here, and without their help, Gail Rogers, none of this would have happened. And of course, your support. So what we proposed were to have, to continue the high school program at AOEC, but maybe embellish it a little, create a middle school program at AOEC, improve the 9th grade credit recovery, which wasn't very successful. We decided to start a twilight school for kids that either just couldn't get up in the morning or just didn't seem to do well and they needed a night program. We worked with Ombudsman, and we have Hunter Flanagan here from Ombudsman if you have any questions, because that's one of the outsourced programs that we work with. And then we started working with Alternatives Unlimited because some of the kids didn't do well in the computer setting, and we have 2 people from Alternatives Unlimited, and they're here for questions too, if you like. We still were going to use ROE, but very selectively. And we had proposed a suspension center, but we really ran out of funds. It was going to cost about $200,000, and we just didn't have the money. So that was put on hold. And has Grant talked a little bit about the program, so we'll get into it.
The former program of AOEC was developed for students who are having difficulties in the regular school setting. It's self-paced. They're using computer-assisted curriculum. We also have an extended day program with Saturday school available. We have the PICUS Child Care Center, which is available for students' kids who are 3 years or 3 years of age or under. We also, out of AOEC, run the District 60 homebound tutoring program for all levels. The day over there is 300 minutes long. We have a capacity of 180 students. Overage credit, middle school credit recovery program is for students who are at least 14 years old by the 1st of September, 2 years behind the grade level. Again, it's a mix of computer-driven curriculum and also teacher-assisted. They're receiving counseling, study skills, and life skills through the STARS Enrichment After-School Program. We go through 300 minutes a day also, and that has a capacity of 58 students.
The 9th grade credit recovery program is housed on the 3rd floor of the 9th grade center, and students who have fewer than 4.5 credits, they can't be sophomores, work through that program. The curriculum is a mix of both computer instruction, which is Nobel-Star, and teacher-directed. We have reading instruction for kids who aren't on level. We use Reading 180, which teaches kids how to read novels, nonfiction, and has computerized instruction too. So it's a mixture. It's a very successful program. We offer counseling, study skills, and life skills. We have a social worker, a counselor, and a dean of instruction and discipline. And it is also a full-day program with a capacity of 120 students.
Evening school, it's twilight school, sometimes called twinkle school, for students who have come in and registered late in the district, and also for those who have dropped out for attendance issues and have not made success in the regular school building. Rolling admission, meaning that the students can come in at any time, and it's self-paced, tutor-centered. Again, this one is completely computer-driven curriculum. We have counseling and social services. We got about, depending on how many labs we open, which would peak out at 8, so we could get to about 160 students to go Monday through Thursday, 4:30 to 8:30.
Ombudsman is a program that we have used as an outsourced program. They're located on Sunset, and the students are assigned there in lieu of expulsion for attendance or disciplinary concerns. Sometimes we send kids there because we see them on a path and we want to avert it. And if the parents are in agreement, then that's a good setting. They serve instructed students at 30 slots. They're 3-hour sessions, so it's a shorter day. Some kids can't handle a full day. And so there's a morning and an afternoon session. It's computer-driven and teacher-guided. Every child has an individual learning plan and various bilingual support available. And if you have questions later, we can answer them when they come up. The Lake County Learning Center, Alternatives Unlimited, we have 2 different programs working with them. One is for students who are not IEP students, and those kids are assigned there in lieu of expulsion or for disciplinary concerns. It serves disruptive students also. We have 18 plus. But these are full-day sessions, and it tends to be more teacher-directed. It's a slightly different approach. Some kids do better in one setting, and some do better in the other. So we have to make it. And each child has an individual learning plan there. Then the other strand is for students on an IEP. And so we have children who either are sent there for a 45-day disciplinary assignment, or for kids who just need a more restricted setting, more one-on-one attention than they can get at Washington High School. It's a full-day program. The IEP provides instruction. It's mostly teacher-directed, and there's computer-assisted technology too. And then all the related services that are in the IEP are offered at the end for those children. And then we're pretty much phasing out the road program because we haven't had a lot of success, but we have it set up for kids a little bit exposed. We do random drug testing and gang outreach, but the kids in Waukegan, our data analysis showed that they were not